Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, and give all praise, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem HaKadosh, double honor to all the apostles of great millstone that taught me his truth. And blessings all you sincere laborers out there pushing his truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. I'm that fellow servant Kanakala coming at you once again with his truth. I'd like to thank YAHAWASHI for put a spirit on me to do another lesson. Alright, and as you can see, the title of this live feed, it's pretty much America's desperate attempts to infiltrate / overthrow Iran, which is I believe I added in there repetitious, right? Because that's pretty much what these tactics are. They're very repetitive. Okay, something that's done over and over and over again, and I'll be able to back that up and prove that. All right, through this lesson, Lord's will, and be able to bring out some preps. But without further ado, I'm gonna probably try to talk less as possible and straight to the point. But for the most part, I'm gonna let this video roll out and play.
Iran's intelligence ministry releases a documentary on dismantling a network of CIA-trained spying agents. The ministry published.
So this is pretty much Slakia. The video. This is a video I got from the brother Measured Out of Time Diligently. All right, he posted a lot of articles concerning this current events and prophecy. But this is pretty much a document or intelligence gathered from Iran, pretty much catching CIA agents or operatives that America has sent in Iran to gain intelligence, all right, and get certain information. Spies they sent into Iran, which is what repetitious is what America does. Okay, so this is matter of fact, let me pause this real quick so you can see what I'm talking about here. Go to my notes here. Play this. I'm going to play this video first so you kind of get a idea of that video. All right.
Economic hitmen have managed to create the world's first truly global empire, and it's basically a secret empire. We do it many ways, but principally we identify a country that has resources our corporations covet, like oil, arrange a huge loan to that country from the World Bank or one of its sisters. The money never actually goes to the country, it goes to our own corporations to build big infrastructure projects in that country that help a few very wealthy people, but don't benefit the majority of the people who are too poor to buy electricity or have cars to drive on the highways, and yet they're left holding a huge debt that they can't repay. So we go back at some point and say, you know, you can't pay your debts. Give us a pound of flesh, sell your oil real cheap to our oil companies. Vote with us on the next critical UN vote. Allow us to build a military base in your backyard.
All right, now as we know, Iran is heavily saturated with oil, okay? And this is what they desire to do to Iran. You know, that's pretty much what this war is based off of, resources, okay? Iran has a lot of oil that it's trying to export and sell, which is why the U.S., all right, is putting sanctions on them and trying to cut them off from the global market. But you got certain contracts in the play from your other European nations, China, Russia, already contracts pending, all right, to buy Iranian oil, all right? And that's why certain countries already they had vouchers, but I believe those vouchers are up. They ended probably about 6 months ago, right, when Trump put the tariffs on Iran. But he allowed some countries to continue to buy oil from Iran based off of those vouchers, right? But this is pretty much why America wants to go in Iran. They want to build a military base in Iran. If you do your research, all right, Iran is the only Middle Eastern country, like really, that doesn't have a military base within it, all right? And they're fighting against such measures, right? They don't want that. So this is pretty much what Iran is trying to, it's like what America's trying to do to Iran.
Something along these lines. And when we fail, the jackals go in and either overthrow or assassinate these leaders. And if the jackals fail, as they did in Iraq, then we send in the military. I don't think the failure is capitalism. I think it's a specific kind of capitalism that we've developed, we've created what I consider a mutant viral form of capitalism. And this mutant form of capitalism, which I think is really a predatory form of capitalism, has created an extremely unstable, unsustainable, unjust, and very, very dangerous world. I've met a lot of terrorists. I've interviewed them for books. I've never met one who wanted to be a terrorist. They're desperate people. If we want to get rid of terrorism, we must get rid of the root causes, that cancer that is destroying our whole system. Because I think it's really important that we understand today we cannot have homeland security unless we understand that the whole planet is our homeland.
All right, so now you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about here. So I'm gonna go back to this first video. So
Iran's intelligence ministry releases a documentary on dismantling a network of CIA-trained spying agents.
So this is the video published by Iran of pretty much busting spying agents. All right, they caught many of them. Some were actually also Iranian citizens, and a lot of them were just people that America has hired. All right, to go into Iran and pretty much gather intelligence. All right, so I'm gonna let the video play here.
The ministry published videos and photos of some of the CIA agents. It also issued a statement detailing the arrest of 17 individuals that it said were working either as part of a team or on their own in the past year. The statement said those arrested were engaged in gathering confidential data from key and vital organizations. The Iranian intelligence ministry said the U.S. intelligence agency failed to protect its agents despite using various tactics like working under false identities. The ministry warned the U.S. to await a new failure given the clues it has acquired.
And as you know, and I was talking with the brother earlier, when these people are sent within, when the U.S. send these spies within these other countries, all right, they're up on a private contract. All right, they're not operating underneath an American spy. All right, they're operating underneath a private contract. All right, so they are well aware if they get caught that they're on their own. We're not going to send the military in there to get you. All right, and I mean, it's a risk they're taking, but I'm pretty sure, you know, they get paid a ton of money depending on the contract, you know, and depending on how much information they gather. I'm pretty sure, you know, they get paid a lot of money, because if they get caught, you know, you're a private, you have a private contract, you're a contractor. All right, we're not going to send the military in there to get you. All right, because then first and foremost, then all right, that pretty much let the cat out of the bag. Now these other countries know that, hey, you sent spies amongst us, so America completely just disown them. Yo, we don't know who these people are. All right, just to cover their own tracks. So I'm gonna continue on.
Recent operations.
Iran says it has broken up a spying ring of the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA. In a documentary released on Monday, the spies revealed how they were seduced to get engaged in espionage activities.
وقتی که من اومدم ایران اینم این نکته هم گفتش که البته تو ایمیل هم که بفرستی ممکنه یه مدت زیادی طول بکشه تا ما جواب تو بدیم. دل سرد نشو. فکر نکن که مثلا ما قضیه رو فراموش کردیم این چیزا. و یه پاکت هم به من داد که توش $5,000 بود. شیره جون منو به قول معروف کشیدن اونجا و یه مبلغ ناچیزی هم پول با توجه به اینکه حالا مشکلاتی داشتم به من دادن، اما در مقابل اون هویت و شخصیت و آبرو و حیثیت من همه رو گرفتن.
Iranian officials say the CIA hired Moos to collect information in vital sectors, including nuclear, military, power, oil and foreign trade.
از حوزه وزارت نیرو، از حوزه زیرساخت، از حوزه مسائل فرهنگی و آموزشی، از حوزه مسائل هسته‌ای و عرض کنم خدمتون که اقتصادی، نفت، تجارت خارجی، صنایع موشکی، صنایع نظامی. دشمن سعی در جمع‌آوری اطلاعات در حوزه‌های مختلف داره و ما در پرونده‌های قضایی با انواع و اقسام کسانی که در حوزه‌های مختلف توسط دشمن به کارگیری شدن بوده ایم.
The intelligence ministry says the spying ring comprises 17 Iranian citizens, all of whom have confessed to acting as spies for the U.S. intelligence service. The judiciary says some of them will face the death penalty and the others will be sentenced to long prison terms. Meanwhile, Iran's intelligence minister...
All right, so some of them are going to face the death penalty. And I'm pretty sure the ones that are going to face the death penalty are Iranian citizens who pretty much, you know, traded on their own, betrayed their own people, their own country to give to the enemy to rat out, you know, their nation to America. I'm pretty sure those are the ones that got put to death, and probably the U.S. citizens are the ones that are receiving the lengthy prison, you know, times. Okay, so go to show you, man. You know, the U.S. is not going to come in there and get you and not going to support you, man, on this. All right.
Says the country is fully aware of the treacherous act of CIA henchmen.
And as we saw in that video, all right, and if you get a chance, go watch that that whole video. All right, it's from a clip called "Economic Hitman." All right, and they show you how, you know, we'll pay certain people to all right, to pretty much infiltrate the system. All right, we'll try to infiltrate the leader, you know, get him on our side. Okay, and they go through history on how they've done this over and over and over. That's why included in the title, repetitious tactics. All right, because this is not something new. All right, this is old, man. This is a formula that's been used over and over and over again. Okay, so let's just play a little bit more.
ای که اینترنت قرمز در اختیارشون قرار میگیره و سرویس های امن ارتباطی در اختیارشون قرار میگیره، فکر نکنن که این سرویس های امن ارتباطی اونها رو از اشراف اطلاعات.
All right, and these Iranians are not playing. He's saying, you know, we're going to find you out, man. Our intelligence control is going to track you down. You know, you're not going to be able to get over this. Because think about it. When you over in that country, okay, you send emails and phone calls and etc., you need to be able to use the internet connection. All right, so he letting you know we're going to track you down. And, you know, them Iranians, once again, this is not Iraq. This is not Afghanistan. You know, the Iranians are pretty sophisticated and well-equipped, man. All right, they're not no pushovers. Those Iranians are the ones that's pretty much hacking into those U.S. spy drones and landing them, man. All right, when they say, oh, it crash landed, man, a lot of the times those Iranians, man, they be landing, they hack into those drones and they land them, all right? Research that. They reverse engineered one of the drones that they got over there, okay? And use the technology, okay? And that's why they're not being backed. That, you know, that is because it's illegal. Are you spying on them and sending spies into that country? All right. That's why they putting some of them to death, and they're giving them lengthy prison sentences. And hey, I guarantee you, with them lengthy prison sentences, they probably gonna sit there forever, man. All right. If not, are they gonna have them killed in the prisons or whatnot, man? You know, these people aren't playing. Okay.
وزارت اطلاعات خارج میکنه و میتونن بدون از چشم وزارت اطلاعات حرکت خائن.
All right, he said they cannot keep their acts of betrayal away. So let me bring out a precept real quick. This is Isaiah 40:71. Come down, sit in the dust. All right. O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So, all right, so these people are being sought out, man. All right. This information is coming out. All right, that's why the one Rockefeller said, you know, the internet should have not been created, man. All right, because why? The truth is coming out upon them, man. All right, all this information and news coming out on how they doing such things, setting up false flags. Now everybody know this network of this internet. All right, this world wide web is this information is getting out. Right? Take millstone, grind mill. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So thy nakedness being uncovered, all the wickedness that they do, all right, all that's being exposed, man. These nations, all right, are hipped, all right, so to say, to all these tactics, all right, these CIA agents, operatives, all right, that they send within these countries, these jackals, to try to overthrow and cause chaos amongst them. That's why when they find these people, that they say some of them in the death penalty, man, them people gonna have to pay, man. All right, they gonna get put to death over there in Iran. This woman, this little woman right here, what you think they gonna do to her? Man, please, she's done. She's done. All right.
خودشون رو دنبال بکنن یا به قصد طمع‌های مالی یا به قصد پناهندگی خارج از کشور و امثال اینا مرتکب خیانت به آب و خاک مقدس کشور خودشون بشن.
This is not the first time that Iran has arrested CIA spies. In April, Iran said it had uncovered nearly 300 CIA spies, both inside and outside the country over the past years. As tensions run high between Tehran and Washington, the arrest of the U.S. spies by the Iranian intelligence service has dealt a humiliating defeat to the United States Central Intelligence Agency.
All right, so it ain't working, man. All right, somehow get out a quick precept.
Iran's intelligence ministry releases a documentary on
All right, we're gonna get one sec. All right, it's Habakkuk 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right, so-called white man, his soul was lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man. That's philosophy in his doctrine. All right, neither keepeth at home, and this is a prime example of that, you know, sending spies, all right, to search out certain intelligence information from Iran, who enlarges his desires as hell, and that's what he wants to bring, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not these take up a parable against him, all right, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his, all right? And that's what he wants to do. He's desired to take the resources of this nation, all right? Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, all right? And that word clay represents debt, all right? Who ladeth himself with debt. America's in debt, but yet and still is policing other countries and other nations, okay, and trying to take their natural resources, all right, and pretty much overtake and overthrow their country. And as you know, as that happened, you know, do your research, you know, those countries end up in a worse state than they actually were, man. All right. I'm not sure. Iran surrounded. It's like a U.S. military bases around Iran. Alright, and this is just the images right here. Okay, so this is what they're doing. They really want to get into Iran. Okay, that's why they got all these military bases around Iran. So they actually want to put, as I'll show you the first clip, they want to put a military base in Iran. And as we all know, right here, this strait, all right, it's like here. This strait right here, the Strait of Hormuz, however you pronounce it. All right, Iran has the ability to block that off, and 35%, all right, of oil travels through that strait. All right, so if America can get hold to this region, Iran, all right, they would become very, very, very powerful. Okay, they would pretty much control the world if they can get hold to that, man. All right, which is why they want to overthrow Iran so bad. But it's not going to happen. Okay, because as soon as they go into Iran, all right, that's when you're going to start seeing the big guns fly, which are ultimately the thermonuclear missiles. All right, it's going to start out as a invasion, all right, or whatever. They're going to bomb it. But ultimately, you know, thermonuclear missiles are going to be shot. That's going to be the end all be all of your beloved America. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to YAHAWASHI, double honor to all the apostles, the great millstone taught me its truth, and blessings to all you sincere labors out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. Shalom.